Hello and welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Tech's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw, it's King. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. He's got it on the right. Nice move there. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A low line drive and not his best work. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Edwards. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wide receiver comes in motion. And some room to work. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Using his legs, it's Alexander. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration out front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Looking downfield, it's King. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? looking for a man. It's Edwards. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. You just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. And the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run it to the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. The pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Rivers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To throw, it's King. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time. The offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got it behind the line. It's Patterson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's King. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that 1st down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Rivers. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Rivers. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds of...
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
He'll start the return inside his 5. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You just can't take a sack on second down there in the red zone, because that's already been the problem for this offense. They've been having to settle for field goals and not score touchdowns. They have been able to drive the football. They're just not finishing those drives, and the pass rush of this defense is right now a big reason why.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
Rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Finds his tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back up.
There he goes. And the ball's on the ground. The defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Toss sweep to the right. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up?" Come on, get on the ball. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defense is going to have to get something figured out.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
Just steamrolling the defense. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides to back and leaves it. Hard running there. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Badgers have this offense rolling. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Snagged out of the air. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in for it to be, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing, we got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job, sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Calls his own number. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
The running back has it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. That's reeled in, it's Mason. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to keep it in the air. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. It's third and goal and third and long. Jumped on top of the pile. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he won't come close to the goal line after the catch. How about that stop as the defense takes over? They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for space, it's Hayes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
The Badgers are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.